tell Venezuela that we have entered into an arrangement to tell Guyana and to tell CARICOM that this picture is representative of an action that we've taken with the head of Southcom, Admiral Halsey, and it's about us creating an environment where the United States can place troops in Trinidad and Tobago to respond to instability in Venezuela. Whoever did this is not acting in the interest of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And let me tell you why. I am so disturbed about this. Trinidad and Tobago, as a leader in CARICOM on that matter, took a leadership role to preserve the Caribbean as a zone of peace. And we headed to New York. The Prime Minister of Barbados and myself, we went to the office of the Secretary General of the United Nations to take a different position on the Venezuelan issue. We didn't stop there. We, again, Trinidad and Tobago, and this time the larger CARICOM, we went to Uruguay and took part in generating the Montevideo Accord, which was meant to prevent any instance of the breach of the peace in the Caribbean. What has changed to cause Trinidad and Tobago to be a platform for foreign troops on its territory in response to a Venezuelan situation? When in fact, only days ago, the Trinidad and Tobago minister in the office of the Prime Minister was in Caracas, talking to the Venezuelan leadership, as we talk to them all the time, and the Americans and others, because I was in Barbados talking to the American leadership. And CARICOM, as a unit, we cover and protect ourselves by standing on the defense of CARICOM. Caribbean is a zone of peace, and we are not supporting anybody's military excursion.
You see, I think the audio boy. Lovely. I think that persons seem not to understand the facts on the matter. The fact is, Kamla Persad-Bissessar is not interested in what is going on in Venezuela. She's not. The government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago is not interested in the affairs of Venezuela. The only thing Kamla Persad-Bissessar, leader of government business and Prime Minister to the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, is interested in is safeguarding the lives and livelihoods of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. That is it. So this press conference, or whatever this was with King Rowley, whatever this was, it is hogwash, it is ill-founded, and it is nonsensical. And it is a way for the PNM to spread even more propaganda about what is taking place between Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela and mainly the United States. What Kamla Persad-Bissessar stated is that if Venezuela chooses to invade, keyword there, King Rowley is if you need to go back to school, if they choose to invade, we in Trinidad and Tobago have no issues with saying to the United States Armed Forces, come use our territory to assist Guyana. That's it. That's number one. Number two, the only reason why Kamla Persad-Bissessar supports military action in the Caribbean Sea, right? You see the fight fire with fire, and then you see the no zone or no zone of peace. The reason why Kamla Persad-Bissessar supports that Trinidad and Tobago and says that is simply because for years Trinidad and Tobago has been known to be not only a drug-pushing nation, not only rebooted ISIS, some parts of ISIS here in Trinidad and Tobago, but also simply because of crime and criminality within Trinidad and Tobago. And one of the ways Kamla Persad-Bissessar seeks to reduce crime is by firstly reducing the amount of terrorism, I'll call it, that takes place between the people of Trinidad and Venezuela, because we have a lot of human trafficking. Reports that your government, Keith Rowley, run him, reports that your government, Keith Rowley, disregard. A 2019 CARICOM report, disregarded. 2019 CARICOM report, disregarded by your government, and I have the proof for it, find it, right? Disregarded. Not only that, but a 2023 report by the United States, disregarded on human trafficking. CARICOM reports, multiple of them, disregarded by your government. A Vice News report, disregarded by your government. A CNC3 report 6 years ago during COVID, roughly around there. Well, COVID was 6 years. But anyway, disregarded by your government, Keith Rowley. But you think you could come now to tell us, the government, the UNC, about Venezuela and about something that you supposedly doing? Are you crazy? Remember this? Thank you, my good friend. You're wicked. Remember this? Keith Rowley. King Rowley. You remember this, King Rowley? For those that don't remember this, let me read it. A 2019 CARICOM report also raised major human trafficking issues. Experts suggest Trinidad and Tobago government, Keith Rowley's administration, showed no interest. Keith Rowley, why you show no interest in the CARICOM report, yet you and Penelope and all of the PNM could come and tell us that peace, zone of peace, and we should listen to CARICOM, and did we consult our CARICOM brothers and sisters? When CARICOM consulted Trinidad and Tobago for years, you disregarded it. Keith, your government disregarded it. Renowned migration and human trafficking expert Dr. Justin Pierre, who led a team conducting a CARICOM or CARICOM human trafficking research project in 2019, says, quote, nobody from the Trinidad and Tobago government contacted his team to discuss the human trafficking findings after it was released. The report listed places where human trafficking occurred, the number of persons involved in the trade, and the known human trafficking routes in massive human trafficking ring right here in Trinidad and Tobago. When Gary Griffith wanted to polygraph police officers on the southwestern peninsula, the Police Service Commission kicked against that under your administration, and you did nothing. But now Kamla Persad-Bissessar says, quote, run it again, no zone of peace. And she says, quote, fight fire with fire. The PNM think that they could come and talk. Interesting.
The murderous and notorious Venezuelan gang known as Evande has infiltrated the borders of Trinidad and Tobago. Intelligence sources say these findings are contained in several recently completed secret reports prepared by various arms of the local law enforcement authorities with the upsurge in crimes involving Venezuelan nationals in the country. Guardian media saw these reports, which highlighted the worrying trend of the Venezuelan gang Evande, which they say has several hundred of its members illegally in this country.
Okay. All right. I thought so. So when you have Mia Motley, and then I saw this just now. Come, go back. I saw this just now. Yeah, go ahead. Listen, Ralph, you got you, boy. You got you. Must see it again. How you get voted in again? I don't. Anyway, not my country. But when they want to talk and they want to tell you that they support Venezuela and they support this and they support that, be careful, because these are the same people that has been dancing with the narco terrorists. They are the same people that go dancing with them, and then they are the same people that go hugging them up. They just we didn't find Mia Motley yet, and maybe they're benefiting. I don't know, but I am cautious with these people, and at least Kamla Persad-Bissessar is not only real in what she say, but in Kamla Persad-Bissessar standing in defense of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, she have the guts to go on the world stage, and she have the guts to tell the Caribbean that there has been no zone of peace. None. And also that Trinidad and Tobago will fight fire with fire to protect the people of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. I take that as a notion that Kamla Persad-Bissessar listened to the Vice News report. Kamla Persad-Bissessar listened to CARICOM report. Kamla Persad-Bissessar took note of the 2023 human trafficking report sent by the United States. And Kamla Persad-Bissessar is not only Kamla Persad-Bissessar, but she's Kamla Persad-Bissessar 2.0. This is Kamla Persad-Bissessar 2.0, because the previous Kamla Persad-Bissessar, the 2010 to 2015 Kamla Persad-Bissessar, wasn't saying these things. She wasn't as bold as she is right now, and I love the boldness. I love these firm stands for country. I love that she goes to CARICOM and tell CARICOM that you have been lying to the people. There has been no zone of peace. No zone of peace. And that Trinidad and Tobago and the CARICOM should be fighting fire with fire to deal with illegal immigration and to deal with guns and trafficking and ammunition and human trafficking and all of that. Because if you want to sit on the Security Council, Mia Motley, you must have the balls to tell these people to their faces that you have been lying.